All right, everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the Jordan Report, and I'm your host, Robert Jordan. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. All right, we're going to go back in time a little bit. We're going to go back to the time when Trump first took office. Okay? We're going to go back to where George Soros was talking about Trump at that time. And for those of us who don't know who George Soros is, all I can suggest is that you probably shouldn't be voting at all. And I don't mean that in an insulting way. I just mean that in a way that almost everything that we're experiencing today is a result of George Soros. And I'm going to show you how that's happening. Okay? George Soros is a very powerful man. And he's been giving Trump all this time. And I'm going to show you where. Okay, this is January 27, 2018. Billionaire investor and political activist George Soros comments on the Trump administration in a speech at the World Economic Forum's annual meeting in Davos. Soros declared that the Trump phenomenon will disappear in 2020, causing his presidency a danger to the world. Doesn't that sound like the Democrats? I'm going to show you why. This is 2017. Trump has just taken office. Okay, keep this in mind as I go through the article. Soros said his goal is to reestablish a functioning two-party system in the United States. I'm going to read that again. Soros said his goal is to reestablish a functioning two-party system in the United States. That's his job, okay? Nobody elected him to anything, but this is what he said he's going to do. Clearly, I consider the Trump administration a danger to the world, Soros said at the World Economic Forum event. But I regard it as purely temporary phenomena that will disappear in 2020 or even sooner. But I regard it as a purely temporary phenomena that will disappear in 2020 or even sooner. He said this in 2017. Now, Trump has been having trouble ever since, and so I'm just going to try to make the connection between what's happening to Trump and him. And I'll show you in a minute how all his organizations and stuff like that are connected. And I have a clip of him talking, so please hang around. I give President Trump credit for motivating his core supporters brilliantly, but for every core supporter, he has created a greater number of core opponents who are equally strongly motivated. This is why I expect a Democrat landslide in 2018. My personal goal in the United States is to help reestablish a functioning two-party system. This will require not only a landslide in 2018, but also a Democrat Party that will aim at a nonpartisan redistricting, that appointment of well-qualified judges. You wonder why Trump is having trouble with all these judges? A properly conducted census, and other measures that a functioning two-party system requires, he says. Okay? This is when Trump just took office. This is what he's saying. He's talking about the census. He's talking about the two-party system. He's talking about the Democratic Party, which he controls. In the United States, President Trump would like to establish a mafia state, but he can't because the Constitution, other institutions, and a vibrant civil society won't allow it, Soros said. Okay? That's the mafia talk. Remember the mafia stuff? Okay, now let me show you how Soros is doing all this. And I'm just going to show you just the extent of his power. This is going to be a short video. I got a whole bunch of material on Soros, and I'll be showing it to you over time. Here's another one, 2017. This is back in 2017. 206 U.S. organizations funded by George Soros. This is the extent, this is his reach into society. And you'll see the NACP, you'll see ACLU, I mean everybody. I'll leave the link, you guys can look at this stuff yourself. But these are all the organizations, there's 206 of them that he controls inside the United States. And this is how he can cause as much trouble as causes, destabilizing society. Okay? And then I'm going to show you the end of this clip here. I'm going to show you the clip of him talking about Trump and ended his presidency.
Clearly, I consider the Trump administration a danger to the world, but I regard it as a purely temporary phenomenon that will disappear in 2020 or even sooner. I give President Trump credit for motivating his core supporters brilliantly. But for every core supporter, he has created a greater number of core opponents who are equally strongly motivated. That's why I expect a Democratic landslide in 2018.
All right. That's Soros talking. Okay? Now, as you can see, he is a direct opponent to Trump. This is who Trump defeated in the election. He didn't defeat Hillary. He didn't defeat Obama. He didn't defeat the Democrats. He defeated George Soros. And this is the source of all his problems. I tell everybody, when you know what the alternative is, Trump's nationalism won't look so bad.